Good day everyone, we are the first group and our assigned industry is personal and household care.
For the first part, we will be discussing all about the background and the history of the industry.
As a whole, household and personal care encompasses a wide range of goods from luxury cosmetics, fragrance and beauty products to toiletries, oral care, OTC medicines, household cleaning, and laundry products. Also, H and PCPs are used frequently in the domestic environment. Distinctively, in terms of household care, it can be noted that this industry mainly involved cleaning products such as surfactants, solvents, preservatives, chlorine bleaches, ethanol, and the like. Meanwhile, companies in the personal care industry manufacture toiletries and grooming products, including perfumes, shampoos, skin lotions, and shaving cream, as well as lipsticks, mascaras, and other cosmetics. Having the background laid out, it can as well be noted how chemistry plays a big role in this industry. Specifically, there are compounds in which are highly pivotal in the success of this sector. Firstly, silica. This is usually used for abrasive cleaners such as toothpastes, vacuum cleaners, and kitchen products. Toluene, which is usually used as a paint thinner, paint, floor and furniture polish, and nail enamels. Hydrochloric acid, which is prominent as a cleaning product in the UK. Parabens, a group of chemicals which is used for cosmetics such as shampoos, moisturizers, shaving and cleansing gels, personal lubricants, and toothpaste. Fluoride, which is largely used as toothpastes. And lastly, hydrogen peroxide, which is utilized as an acne treatment or as a bleaching agent. Of course, there are a lot of other compounds used, but these are the most widely utilized in this industry. Moving on with the brief history of the industry, it can be taken into account that since 2800 BCE, soap is already used. The ancient Egyptians liked to take baths and they figured out how to add alkaline salts to animal and vegetable oils to create a soap-like material. In the 1880s, the mass production of carbolic soap began. Other milder and more efficient disinfectants also became readily available in the market shortly afterwards. Moreover, in 1893, during the Victorian era, manufacturing perfumery and toilet goods increased by nearly 400%. In 1898, B.J. Johnson developed the first formula for liquid soap. Since it was made out of palm and olive oils, he called it Palmolive. Meanwhile, in 1914, World War I led to an increased employment among American women. This resulted to a boom in personal care product sales. Then, in 1943, Procter & Gamble pioneered the detergent idea that resulted to Tide. By the 1950s, detergents had replaced soaps for washing clothes in the developed countries. In 1955, Crest, the first toothpaste with fluoride, was clinically proven to fight cavities and is introduced by Procter & Gamble. In 1981, PCPC donated $1 million to fund alternatives to stop animal testing. Currently, household and personal care products are produced by companies, for the most part, conglomerates. Lastly, to emphasize, in the midst of the pandemic, consumers are inevitably influenced to shift their product choices in terms of personal care and household care innovation strategies as manufacturers attempt to adapt to the rapidly shifting priorities in ensuring that individuals in their homes or workplaces are groomed, cleaned, and virus-free.
Since most services depend on these manufactured goods, the relevance of recognizing major companies that produce and distributes these products should not be overlooked. Internationally speaking, major companies like Unilever, Colgate-Palmolive, and Procter & Gamble are some of the well-known corporations known in the said industry. First, we have Unilever. Unilever is a British multinational consumer good corporation which has two divisions, one for food and one for home and personal care products. This company caters to the demand of consumers in relation to nutrition, hygiene, and personal care. Some brands under this company are Dove, Clear, Rexona, Surf, and Sunlight. Next is the Colgate and Palmolive Company. This is an American multinational consumer products company that manufactures and distributes household and commercial cleaning products as well as dental and other personal care products. Some brands like Colgate, Palmolive, Irish Spring, and Action are owned by this company. Lastly, we have Procter & Gamble Company. This is also an American multinational good enterprise that major in manufacturing and producing soaps, cleanser, and other household products. This is the home of the brands like Ariel, Tide, Pampers, Pantene, and Oral-B. With the emergence of innovation and globalization, it is also significant for us to be familiar with local companies that produce household and personal care products in the country. Some of these are Sanitary Care Products Asia, Green Cross, and Lamoyan Corporation. First, we have Sanitary Care Product Asia Incorporated, also known as SCPA. This enterprise manufactures or produces tissue paper products in the country market. Some of its brands are Fem, Jade, Sanicare, and Tissue. Subsequently is the Lamoyan Corporation. So this is a 100% Filipino-owned company that is committed in improving the lives of Filipino by bringing essential products within the reach of all. It is also the first Filipino company that succeeded in penetrating local toothpaste industry. Some of its brands are Happy, Daz, Maxi Bango, and Pyrethrin Liz. Lastly, in the country, we have Green Cross Incorporated. This was founded by a Chinese immigrant, and this company is known for manufacturing Green Cross rubbing alcohol. It recognizes the importance of hygiene, which is really evident in their products and brands like Dell, Zonrox, Green Cross, Lewis and Pearl, and Glide.
Some of the most common products in this industry will be presented in this part as we discuss each of their uses as well. First set would be about the personal care products, which are the items people usually use daily or often for grooming and maintaining the body's cleanliness. Their main purpose is for hygiene and would also then keep oneself from being vulnerable to infections, particularly on the skin, which is exposed that may collect unwanted foreign contaminants such as bacteria or germs that could lead to diseases. One of the most commonly used product is soap, or also known as bathing soaps, that are used mainly on the skin to maintain hygiene and to keep the body free from bacteria, since bacteria serves as the main cause of diseases or infections. Soaps may be formed as a solid bar or a liquid soap. There are different types of soaps designated for specific areas of the body, such as those for the hands, face, or the body itself, as their skin sensitivities are different. Also, there are various kinds of soaps, which some are focused on specific purposes, such as for antibacteria, others for moisturizing and whitening the skin. Similar to soap, shampoos also cleanse, but these are specifically made for the hair, as its contents are mainly for hair improvements, and different types of shampoos also have their own purposes, such as to strengthen, to volumize, or to fix damaged hair. Both of these products are only for external uses. And the next product is toothpaste. It is a paste used through brushing on teeth. It cleanses areas where it is applied on and especially removes germs or bacteria and foreign materials such as tiny bits of food that are stuck between the teeth and gums. Thus, it prevents the mouth from having toothaches or any other diseases or sickness. And the next is the mouthwash, which is similar to toothpaste as it sanitizes the whole mouth. However, it is in liquid form like water, and the cleansing is done through gargling, and it should not be swallowed as it carries the contaminants that was removed. It also enables a cleaner breath. Moving on to the household care products, which are items used to improve and maintain the quality of people's homes or necessities. The most common products are relevant to disinfection and sanitizing purposes. The first product is bleach, and it is a very strong and effective product and is utilized mainly for cleaning tiles or whitening fabrics. However, it can damage what it cleans as well as the skin of the user itself. Thus, a diluted bleach solution is commonly recommended and done to alleviate its harmful effects. Gloves must still be worn when using this product. And for the next is rubbing alcohol or simply alcohol. Similarly, rubbing alcohol is also known and widely used for disinfection, but unlike bleach, this is safe on skin and can be applicable on all surfaces. It may still affect the color of some materials such as plastics when used on. Moving on to the next, the detergent powders. They are mainly used for cleaning laundry or fabrics and may also be utilized in sanitizing surfaces. In washing clothes, it specifically removes dirt, stains, and greases easily as it is formulated with surfactants, fabric softeners, enzymes, and more. However, if not used and washed out properly, some particles may irritate the skin. And lastly, this dishwashing liquids. They are commonly applied on culinary tools and dinnerware such as pans, plates, and utensils, but may also be used on other surfaces such as windows and tables. Other than removing stains or food from the mentioned materials, they also remove grease and are also known to have antibacterial formulas for disinfection to prevent the consumption of harmful contaminants when the items are used again.
In this part, we will be tackling the process flow diagrams of common personal and household care products. Firstly, let us talk about the production of isopropyl alcohol. One of the most common methods employed in the production of isopropyl alcohol is the direct hydration of propylene, which involves high-quality propylene gas and liquid water being subject to a reactor at high pressure and in the presence of a solid or acid catalyst to facilitate reaction. The product stream from this reactor then goes to a cooler where the liquid solution is cooled. Also in this cooler, the gas and liquid components are separated, where in the presence of a gas effluent which consists of propylene and propane gas are removed. The propylene is subject to a compressor and reintroduced as feed while the propane is purged. The liquid solution, which contains water, isopropyl alcohol, and other organics such as diisopropyl ether, are then subject to a first distillation column where light ends or other hydrocarbons which may have been formed as byproducts are removed. After which it goes to a second distillation column where as much water is removed, and then to a third distillation column until you obtain the isopropyl alcohol at the desired concentration set by the manufacturer. The components left in the third distillation column are then subject to a decanter where water is removed and then reintroduced into the third distillation column to help facilitate in the distillation of isopropyl alcohol, after which the isopropyl alcohol can now be packaged and is ready for distribution. Next, we will take a look at the production of toothpaste. The production of toothpaste employs various components in powdered form. These include aluminum hydroxide, calcium carbonate and other abrasives, tin 2 fluoride, sodium lauryl sulfate, zinc chloride, xanthan gum, a solution of glycerin and water, and flavorings. These components are combined in a mixer and then subsequently heated or cooked. The product stream from the heating or cooking process is the toothpaste itself. This product stream is then subject to a mixer where artificial food coloring is added. Now this step is optional if the toothpaste being produced is the pure white toothpaste, but nevertheless if the toothpaste being produced is colored toothpaste, this step is necessary. After which the toothpaste goes to a blower where dust and other small particles are removed from the toothpaste, and the product from this blower is the toothpaste itself, ready for packaging and distribution. Lastly, we have the production of bleach. The production of bleach employs caustic soda or sodium hydroxide solution and water which will be combined in a mixer. This combination will dilute the caustic soda solution, after which the diluted caustic soda solution will then be cooled before it is subject to a reactor. Here, chlorine in the form of liquid or gas is added to facilitate reaction. The product stream from this reactor contains sodium hypochlorite, which is the basic building block of bleach. This sodium hypochlorite solution is then passed through a cooler to prevent decomposition, and then through a filter to filter the small impurities which may be present in the solution. After which the sodium hypochlorite solution is ready for packaging and distribution.
So good day. In this segment, I will be discussing some of the statistical data and numerical figures for some of the personal and household care products. I will also discuss the top exporters or producers of each product and try to analyze the data provided in this time in the world, in this time of the pandemic. So in this slide, we are to discuss about toothpaste statistics, primarily its top exporters and top brands around the world. Now, toothpaste is a very common personal house care product, and a lot of us, if not all, use it on a daily basis. As we can see here in the leftmost table, the top exporters of toothpaste in the world is shown. It is measured in $1 million. As of 2020, Poland is the top exporters, and what is interesting in here is that these countries here contribute approximately 70% of the export in the world. On the right table, we can see that the top 5 oral care brands in the world, and Colgate is the top brand in the world as of 2013. So it is measured in consumer reach point, and this is to how many households around the world buys that brand. So for the next product, we have isopropyl alcohol. Even though we use alcohol for a lot of different uses, its primary use is for disinfection. So in this time of the pandemic, a huge demand of alcohol was observed because people tend to sanitize themselves more than the past few years. So as we can see here in the left graph, we can see that the alcohol market tends to go up from 2015 to 2025. Thus, according to statistics, the alcohol industry is expected to reach $6 billion in 2024. So the primary producer of alcohol in the world is from North America. And looking at the infographic on the right, we can see the direct effect of the pandemic to the global production of alcohol. As we can see here, there is an incremental growth of 521.75 kilotons. Like alcohol, the bleach market was also affected directly because of the pandemic. Since bleach is also used as a disinfectant for some surfaces, the demand for it tends to get higher in this pandemic. That is why, as we look at the infographic, 485 kilotons of hypochlorite bleaches are expected to be consumed by 2025. With this, the United States tends to have the highest consumption of bleach in 2019, followed by Western Europe and other countries such as China and Africa.
Our presentation, and this is the list of the references that we have used. With that, we want to thank everyone for listening, and good day.